My dear students, now I am taking chapter 3rd of ninth class, that is coordinate geometry, part 1st. Now, what is coordinate geometry? I will teach you about the coordinate geometry. This is a very important topic, and what is coordinate geometry? We start with a plane. Now you see that this board is a plane. This whole board is a plane, and if you want to find out a position of any point in this on this plane, so then how will you find out the position of that point? The position of that point can be found out by with the help of the two perpendicular lines drawn on this plane. Now this is a plane, and draw two lines, perpendicular two lines. These are the perpendicular two lines. Now name of this horizon, this is a horizontal line, this is a vertical line, and this line is called x o x dash. It means x axis, x axis, and this line is called y o y dash, y axis, y axis. This is x axis, this is y axis, horizontal line, this x axis, vertical line, y axis, and both the line intersect at point O. Both the lines are perpendicular to each other. This is the condition. Now, if you find out the position of any point in the plane, we have to draw these two perpendicular lines. These are the x-axis and y-axis. And with the help of these two lines, we have to find out the position of a point. Now, how will you find out the position of a point? If any point there in plane, first of all, I want to tell you, any point contains two coordinates. One x coordinate, that is second y coordinate. X coordinate is called abscissa, y coordinate is called ordinate. And this abscissa and ordinate, abscissa is called x, abscissa is called x, and ordinate is called y. And position of one point is called xy. Listen to me very carefully. Now these two lines divides the plane into four parts. This is the first part. It means first quadrant. First quadrant. First quadrant. This is second quadrant. This is the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. Now see very carefully. These two lines are perpendicular line. They intersect at both the line intersect at point O, and these two lines divides the plane into four quadrants. This is the first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. And how will you find out the position of a point in any quadrant? Point may be in this quadrant, point may be here, point may be here, point may be here, point may be here. Point may be in any quadrant. Then how will you find out the position of that point in any quadrant? The first quadrant contains plus plus. Both the points are, and it means ordinate, abscissa and ordinate, both are positive. In this point, abscissa is negative and ordinate is positive. In this quadrant, both are negative. Both are negative in this quadrant. And in fourth quadrant, plus and minus. First point is plus, x is plus and y is minus. Here you see these are four quadrants and the position of these quadrant is in first quadrant x and y both are positive, and in second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. In third quadrant x is negative as well as y is also negative. In fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative. This is the position of four quadrants of x and y. Now x and y move in this plane according to these positions. Suppose now we will discuss how will you find out the position of any point in this quadrant. Now divide this plane, this line into 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the division of these lines. Now I am telling you that x is positive in right hand side. This is the 0. Yeah, O. This is the O point. You can say O. Intersecting point is O. Yeah, or you can say this intersecting point is 0. Because the coordinate of O is 0, 0. Here y is 0 and x is 0. Both are 0. Here on this point. This is the intersecting point. And coordinate of this intersecting point is 0, 0. One thing more I want to tell you. When you find out the position of any point, you have to start from O. You have to start from this point O. Not from here, not here, no. From here. You have to start from here. X is positive in right side, negative is in left side. Y positive in upper side and negative in down side. This is the position. Now we will take a point, then the position will be clear. Suppose minus plus 5 and 6. This is the point. This is the point A. Plus 5 and 6. This is x, this is y. There are two coordinates, x and y. This is abscissa, this is ordinate. Abscissa is x, ordinate is y. First point in pair. These are the coordinate of this point A, and the first is x and second is y. Never write yx. No, x and y. Now we have to find out the position of A. 5 and 6. It means x is 5, y is equal to 6. X is 5. I already said that you have to move from 0, O. X is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand here. Now position of y is equal to 6. 6 is positive. As I have said, y will be positive on upper side and negative on downside. Move in upper side 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y is equal to 6. From here and from these 2 points, read X is here and Y is here. Both are take perpendicular distance from here. This and this is the take perpendicular distance. This is the point. Y 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the point A. And coordinate of this point 5 and 6. This is the position of a point. A point lies in the first quadrant. Now take B. Minus 3 and 7. X is 3 and Y is equal to 7. Now we have to find out the position of B. Minus 3. X minus 3 in the left side. 1, 2, 3. This is minus 3. And Y is 7. Y is positive in the upper side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. This is 3. Take the perpendicular distance. 7. And this is 3. Now this is the point, and the coordinate of this point are minus 3 and 7, and this is the B point. This is the position of B point. B point lies in the second quadrant. Now take a point C, that is minus 4 and minus 5. Minus 4 and minus 5. This is a C point. In this, X and Y. X is equal to minus 4, Y is equal to minus 5. Now find out this position of this point. X is equal to minus 4. Start from O. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 4 here. Because X is minus, you have to move in the left hand side. And Y is minus 5. In upper side, y is positive. In downside, minus, Y is negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Y. And find out the perpendicular distance. From here, draw a perpendicular. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw a perpendicular from here. This is the position of a point C, and coordinate of C are minus 4, minus 5. This is the position of C point. Now, take another point D is equal to D. Position of D 7, 4. 7 minus 4. These are the coordinate of D point. And first is X and second is Y. Mention this. Now find out the position of D point. How will you find out the position of D point? You have to move from the O. X is positive. You have to move on the right hand side. X is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X is here. Now, Y is minus 4. In downside, minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Y. And perpendicular distance of this here. Draw a perpendicular from here and draw a perpendicular from Y axis. Draw a perpendicular from X axis and draw a perpendicular from Y axis. And this is the position of a point. This point is D. This point is D, and coordinate of this point 7 and minus 4. 7 minus 4. This is the position of D point. So my dear student, if you have any point, you can find out the position of any point on this plane with the help of these perpendicular line, and these perpendicular line are x-axis and y-axis. Both the line intersect at point O perpendicularly, and there are four quadrants. This line makes four quadrants. This is the first quadrant, this is second, this is third, and this is fourth. Position of first quadrant is plus plus, position of second quadrant minus plus, position of third quadrant minus minus, position of fourth quadrant plus minus. These are the position of x and y. In this, according to these signs, x and y move in these quadrants. If you have any point, you can find out the position of that point in this plane. And this is the coordinate geometry. This is the coordinate geometry, co-ordinate geometry. And you can say, in other words, this is the starting of graph, and graph is very important in mathematics. You will solve many questions of equations and other type of equation with the help of graph. Graph is used in algebraic form, graph is used in trigonometry, graph is used in mathematics everywhere. This is a very important topic. This is the starting of the graph. This is the initial knowledge of the graph. What is graph? Graph start from how to find out a position of a point in a plane. If you do not draw these two lines, how will you find out? Suppose this is a plane and this is a point. How will you find out the position of this point? There is no way to find out the position of this point. So you will find out the position of a point if you have the two perpendicular line on the plane and division of these line on the plane and the position of first, second, third, fourth quadrant on the plane, and then you can move in any direction. You can reach at that point. And how you reach at that point? First of all, you go to x side, then you go to y side, then you will reach at that point, and that will be the position of that point. And according to x-axis and y-axis, you have to write the coordinate of that point or distance of that point, you can say. This is the coordinate geometry. So here today we have discussed about how will you find out a position of a point in the plane. This is the method of finding out the position of a point in the plane. So if you have any more point, one point, or take more, E. A is a point. Suppose the coordinate of E are 7, 8. Coordinate of E are 7, 8. This is x and this is y. X 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. But y is 8. This is positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is positive. Y is here. And x is here. Both move perpendicularly, just like this. And these points will meet here. This 8, 7. This is the position of the point and coordinate of this point, and this is E point. This is E point. So in this way, I have given so many examples to you. In this way, you can find out the position of any point on this plane. This is the starting knowledge of the graph. Then I want to tell you, this is the graph, initial knowledge of graph. In graph, you have to draw two lines. One is x-axis and second is y-axis. Both the line will intersect at O point perpendicularly, and where these 2 points intersect, that point is called O, and coordinate of this O is 0, 0. Also here mentioned, because the position of x is 0 and position of y is 0. Both are standing here. X and y both are standing here. There is no movement. So therefore the position of x is 0 and y is 0. So ordinate of O is also, the coordinate of O is 0. So this is the starting knowledge of the graph, and later on we will take many question of equations. We have to solve the equation with the help of the graph. Then this knowledge will be applied there. So do some more questions. Draw this graph on your paper, and write down many questions from yourself or from book. Write down many points A, B, C, D, E, and write down the coordinate of that point, and find out the position of that coordinate points on this graph. You will see this is a very interesting topic. So later on we will discuss we will take more question on the graph. So today I want to tell you one thing. Please subscribe the channel. This is my request to you. Subscribe the channel. I am doing this hard work for you. So don't forget, subscribe the channel. I shall be very thankful to you. Again, thank you.